And we're back, guys. This video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealings Act, and we're also covered under the Digital Millennium Act. We head to Cincinnati, where it's hotter than the Devil's Kitchen. We have Marta Kostyuk from the hard-hitting Ukraine taking on Iga. Big Bad Iga. Listen, ladies, you had your opportunity to win a couple titles in D.C. and Toronto, but she's back. That's right, guys. The bully on the block is back, and she means business as she is chasing yet another Serena Williams record. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Serena Williams has the most 1,000 wins in a calendar year. Now, we all know Coco has the record for most 1,000 wins as a teenager, but Iga Swiatek is going for the most 1,000 wins in a calendar year. 36 is the record by Serena Williams, and Iga picks up number 28 today. Listen, can she win Cincy? She's got a good chance to win Cincy. She's also going to be defending her championship at the China Open. So she's got the opportunity to break yet another Serena Williams record. Now, I was a little disappointed they did not track the net points in this match. I wanted to see how Marta would do getting Iga to come forward and play like a vertical type of game, because I say it all the time, Marta and players like Leylah Fernandez, the future of tennis, that amazing class a few years ago, right, where they were just doing so well on the junior scene. She's just so explosive, just like Leylah, keeps everything in front of her. But Iga's Bakery wasn't quite open today. I think they just decided to not open. They kind of wanted to open. 6-2, 6-2, straight set victory for Iga Swiatek, guys. And look, she played pretty decent. I mean, she got 70% of her first serves in play. She won about 71% of them. She attacked the second serve of Marta. I mean, just winning at one point nearly 70% of them. And Marta was just very frustrated, and it's very hot and humid in Cincinnati. Listen, guys, I have no idea why they don't give more endorsements in terms of beverages, ice cold beverages, to tennis players. Nothing refreshes your thirst more than seeing these top tier athletes like Coco, Iga Swiatek, Elena Rybakina, Arena Sabalenka, Jessica Pegula walk over to their bench during a changeover and just pull out an ice-cold beverage and drink it. It just makes you want to go buy a drink. Listen, advertisers from all these major brands, healthy drinks, good, clean water, you need to endorse more tennis players. I'm telling you guys, the way they drink their beverages during changeovers, it just makes you thirsty. Now, some players they don't necessarily like the ice cold water, room temperature, lukewarm water. It's really a lot more healthier for your insides, but it just helps the flow of digestion a little bit more. But nothing wrong with cold water, guys. When it's hot like this in Cincinnati, just seeing Iga drink that ice cold water, it just made me run to the refrigerator to get a beverage. Iga comes through. She's victorious, guys. All smiles and Cincy. Beautiful interview. What's next for her? She's going to take on the teen phenom from Russia, Mirra Andreeva. But let's pivot, guys. Gael Monfils, the Frenchman, bonjour, comment allez-vous, upsets Carlos Alcaraz. And Gael is so cool. Did I tell you guys my Gael story? Listen, he is getting mobbed by literally 100 fans. They're just tearing his shirt off, trying to get autographs. He runs from them and sees me. He stops. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Gael, for showing me. He stops in front of me after 100 people are chasing him. Stops in front of me, says hello. Beautiful. Look, an amazing guy. Takes pictures like, hey, sign my ball right quick, Gael. You might as well hurry. Signs the ball, and then he runs. He runs back off. Gael is an amazing. That's my Gael story. He's amazing. Listen, he upset Carlos Alcaraz today. And when have you seen Carlos smash his racket like this? Boy, was he upset. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The Frenchman, Gael Monfils, the world's ranked 46, former top 10 player, takes out the world's ranked number 3, Carlos Alcaraz. That's right. Carlos had 8 double faults. Gael had 15 aces, ladies and gentlemen. And he won this match by winning literally 80% of his first serves. Listen, guys, 15 break points between the two. Each player only converting 1. Unbelievable. This was a very tight match, an amazing seesaw battle, but Carlos Alcaraz slamming that racket, boy, was that a sight to see. He was so frustrated. Listen, that reminds me of the time where Emma Raducanu slammed her racket. Now, these Britain fans, they swear it never happened. Now, Emma has a mob. She has a huge fan base. They swear it didn't happen, guys. I have it on tape. I have the footage. I have the film. Emma Raducanu slammed her racket. They swear it never happened. Listen, and they'll probably swear the Spaniards that Carlos never slammed his racket. This is the first time I've ever seen him this angry and upset. He broke this racket into pieces. I think it was just too hot. It's too hot. I was thinking about going to Cincinnati. I think it's too hot. I think we're going to relax in the central air and just watch tennis on TV. I think it is just too hot to be out there. Look, they might have to issue a heat advisory warning as we head to China, as China invades the USA, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Qinwen gold medal winner in Paris. That's Ribas. If you're not familiar with Ribas, he's one of the best underrated coaches on tour right now. He does not get the respect he deserves, in my personal opinion. I think he's amazing. Breath of fresh air for that camp, as Magdalena has no answer for Qinwen, guys. 13 aces from Qinwen, and she would win 85% of her first serves. And I say it all the time with Qinwen. She's not the best returner, but 4 for 14 on breakpoint opportunities. Today, she decided to return. She won 53% of Magdalena's first serves and 50% of her second serves for most of the match. What's next for Qinwen? She has a tough match. She's going to take on the Russian Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, as Jasmine Paolini, a.k.a. Little Italy, gold medal doubles winner with Sarah Irani. And listen, Irani, did you guys hear about that announcer that literally said some unprofessional comments? And he's in some hot water. He pretty much said some degrading comments towards Paolini. But nonetheless, Paolini takes the first set outright as the underdog. I had her winning the first set. But what had happened was Mirra Andreeva 5 aces, but she gave them all back with 6 double faults. She'd win about 73% of her first serves for most of the match and attacking the first and second serves of Paolini. I just think Jasmine got a little too hot. It's hot in Cincy. Mirra will win 56% of Paolini's first serves and 47% of her second serves. Look how exhausted she is. I think Martinez is doing an amazing job with Mirra Andreeva, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the hard-hitting Ukraine. Alina Svitolina taking on Aryna Sabalenka. Look, I talked about Sabalenka. I don't think she's in her best form, but I also told you many, many years that Sabalenka practices the hardest. She's one of the hardest practicers. Is that even a word? Literally, I've seen her go for 2 hours straight. So I think she can find and pick up her form anytime she needs to. And look, this stretch here where she's now going to move into the world's rank number 2. She can avoid Iga in the U.S. Open. She could see herself winning the U.S. Open. We all know that was her dream to win it. I mean, I guess not was. It still is her dream to win the U.S. Open. She could possibly do it as she takes out Alina Svitolina. She played a pretty good match here, guys. 5 aces. She won 74% of her first serves. 4 double faults from Svitolina. And look, she literally lost 64% of her second serves as Sabalenka just stepping up, giving Svitolina those short balls to where she can't work herself into a rhythm in those rallies. Very uncomfortable to play. And what about long head? Don't care, ladies and gentlemen. She is destroying Diana Snyder right now. Thug Snyder, I used to call her. She wears the bandanas. We all know why. I told you why. An amazing clay player. I've been a fan of her for several years. She had an amazing junior career winning. I mean, she's so good with doubles. She could literally play doubles with anyone and win a title. That's literally what she did as a junior. She's having an amazing season. She's now a top 25 player. And listen, 4 years from now, she's going to be representing Russia. Look, these are my 4 players to represent Russia in the LA Games, and we are going to be there, guys. Mirra Andreeva. What do you think? Yes. Diana Snyder. 2. And let's see. I think possibly, I don't know, guys. I think Ludmilla can hang around for a little bit longer. All right, that's going to be my 3rd. And the fourth, I think Anna Kalinskaya, if she continues with center, I think as long as she stays healthy, I think she's going to have a really good ending to her career. But Leylah Fernandez playing solid tennis right now, keeping everything in front of Diana. Diana's a great shot maker, but two lefties playing each other is always going to be the most awkward for probably the least experienced. But I just think Leylah, in her first step, she's a little too fast. I think she's going to be able to get the ball out to where spots to where Diana just can't cover. So Leylah looks like she's headed towards a first set victory, guys. We have some great tennis here to be played in Cincinnati as we're headed towards the quarterfinals, guys. It's going to get really interesting. Iga and Mirra. Sabalenka's going to take on Ludmila. Pegula's going to take on Taylor Townsend. Stay tuned for the shorts. I'm going to post a Taylor Townsend short. Make sure you like that video. And while you're listening, guys, do me a favor. Go back and like all 6,000 of my videos. Show some love. Hit the super thanks. Drop a positive comment for these amazing players. And we'll be back, guys. More tennis coverage to come. We are back. Oh, what about Jorge? No, we're not going to end just yet. Jorge, an amazing coach, does not get the credit, guys. This guy is amazing. His tennis resume is just he's so qualified, guys. What he's done with his amazing daughters just to get them on this professional level when a lot of people did not give them credit. I mean, Leylah Fernandez is a junior slam champion, for crying out loud, right? U.S. Open finalist. She's amazing. Jorge, great coach, guys. Great dad. One of the best dads on tour. Congratulations for what he's done for Leylah. And I do think Leylah, she's in good form right now. So watch out for her. She could be a sleeper in this tournament as well as the U.S. Open, where we all know she comes to play every time. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back, guys.